Hey, what's up, guys? This is Misology, and I want to take the opportunity since because I'm using the my job's Wi-Fi and it's really fast compared to my house. So since I'm here and I have a couple minutes, I wanna take the opportunity to come back on a few things, and it's gonna be more philosophical. This one maybe a little bit less. Oriented or something, but discussing matters of RPG in a community and vlogging about it over YouTube and all that creates all kinds of weird situation and discussions. And I was listening to Ivan Mike, one of his recent video where he's like, "I'm not arguing. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to." He's acting all kind and nice and politically correct. Like, I'm not arguing. I'm just discussing. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. And when I'm also listening to like Adam Coble, he's always like super nice and trying to not to be gender neutral and not to talk against minorities and you can and this to me express something that I'm really tired and that I hate a lot is political correctness. Um, you know, I think that this hobby, since it's a game, it's a game thing. It's really based on taste and a lot of subjectivity, and for a lot of people, and this is a huge, but it's not a huge concern, but it's a huge issue. If you want progress and improve and make the hobby grows, it's an issue because political correctness, you know, tend to diluted the discourse. Tend to had some relativize. I don't know how to say that in English, but tends to, you go into relativism. You go into political correctness. Brings you down to a really diluted, watered down approach to saying what you want to say and having a strong position and defending ideas and all that because it's seen as arguing and I don't want to argue and so what's wrong with having position? What's wrong with arguing with people and debate? There's nothing wrong at all. It's not obstination and it's not confrontation. It's debate. It's not bad. And someone who has strong ideas about things and about the hobby, and want to put them forward. He's not mean. He's not an asshole because he has position, you know. And this is just I mean, it's annoying. It's almost funny sometimes. I'm like, guys, why do you go around the circle, go around your ideas because you're kind of afraid of to express them ideas, express your taste towards certain game, you know. Soon, right now, really soon, it's gonna be hard to say that you're a D&D player because D&D has such a bad press because people are talking so loud against it so many times. So it's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm afraid." Some of these D&D players out there are soon gonna be afraid to be proud to be a Pathfinder player or to be a D&D player, or to be a power gamer because it's supposed to be mean, it's supposed to be bad to be a power gamer and all that. So this, to me, is an issue. Political correctness in this hobby. And to me, the reason why people go into that relativistic, politically correct approach of I don't want to hurt nobody thing, it's because it's a game topic. It's a hobby topic. And since it's a hobby, you're not supposed to be able to say anything because everything goes. And that's not true because it's just not going to allow you to make that hobby grow. So that's one thing. Now, behind behind that political correctness, there's also an issue of misology or misology. I don't know how you guys say that in English. Um, Misology is a fancy word to express this cultural phenomenon of being afraid of knowledge, being afraid of understanding stuff, being afraid of new information that's gonna be translated as knowledge, and being a knowledgeable person and all that. And it comes down to people are being afraid of new ideas, being afraid of expressing what they know, because they are afraid of looking like big-headed kind of thing. And this is really common, especially in places like Quebec, or Canada, or poor environment like middle class and lower, because people are not supposed to be knowledgeable, because the one who are knowledgeable is like the people who are who are in love with themselves and like to hear the sound of their own voice and shit like that. This is another problem in RPG, and this is the reason why you're gonna have a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge, great understanding, great analysis of the hobby, and will not express it, and gonna stay silent, and they're not gonna comment. They might gonna like, or but they're not gonna make videos, or they just never gonna be. And so these are the people who hate game theory, the misologists, the people the people who are afraid of knowledge and afraid of new ideas. They keep on talking shit about game theory, and they say it's a waste of time, and that we should not talk about that, and we should just enjoy the hobby for what it is and all that bullshit. And to me, I don't agree. I really don't agree. And it brings down the discourse, and it's watered down the discussions and stuff. So that's why I really appreciate what happened in the recent videos with Ivan Mike and Complex Game Apologist and Runeslinger, and because they show that they're not afraid to step up and say, hey, I agree with this. It's not great. We should keep on talking. We should keep on expressing themselves. To me, it's not because this hobby is a game-based hobby, and it's strongly related on taste and the subjective experience of oneself, around the table, that it's not debatable. It has nothing to do with that at all. And a lot of people understand that, really, but to me, I don't want to make a big historical analysis, but it's a common, it's really common to the modernity era up till today. With the individualism and all that, that people they don't want to hurt anybody else. They don't want to look like they are marginal or against other people. They are afraid of debate, and so what they end up doing is just following the parade. This is so bad. This is so bad, because it takes critical thinking, and it makes it so soft and so absent of our lives. And I don't want critical thinking to be absent of the RPG hobby. I want people to criticize the games they play, criticize the way they play, question the reasons and the intents behind what they do. And I hope I can keep on bringing that to the table with this hobby. Now, you know, in terms of what there is to say, uh, about RPG. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. But the thing is that if we need to read. We need to read a new game. We need to play different games if we want to be able to. If we want to be able to have something new to say. Otherwise, we're just going to repeat themselves all the time. So if I look at myself right now, I don't play. That's why I don't vlog. I have nothing new to say, because it's just, you need to be part of it, and the only way you can be part of the hobby is by playing. And so therefore I don't read RPG much nowadays. I don't play. I'm not in that mindset nowadays. So you can tell just by the way I speak right now what I have to say about RPG. It's just coming back on the old ideas and just criticizing on another level. And and also because my since I don't play, my mind is really stiff toward the hobby because I'm kind of stuck where I was last time I played. Anyway, so it's just something I wanted to express, because it's right there. It's right there, and you can tell right now the few people who make videos, at least in my circle, are people who are criticizing the thing, not people who bring something necessarily fun base, like talking about play or showing plays online or stuff like that. But anyway, it's just my analysis of the whole debate and the situation and why people get stuck sometimes in their habits because they don't question themselves. All right, thank you for watching. I see you around.